YouTube, what's going on, guys? How are you doing? I gotta be honest with you guys, I went a little heavy on my deadlifts today. Now, I have a home gym, got it from fitnessfactory.com. I don't get paid by them, but there's a coupon code Marc Lobliner for 10% off a home gym, or whatever the hell you get there. I just did it because I've known Stu and the owners since 1999, since I worked at Weider. In fact, I looked at my invoice. I picked up some equipment for the soccer club I coach at. I do their strength and speed conditioning work. And, bro, they still have my office number from when I worked at Weider. So I've known these guys for a long time. Best equipment ever. It's Fitness Factory. So I did a bunch of deadlifts, right? I did a ton of deadlifts. I did 10 sets of deadlifts, did some straight leg deadlifts. I'm going to post a picture of my hamstrings on my Instagram. You're not subscribed to my Instagram. It's at Marc Lobliner. Go follow me on Instagram. It's at Marc Lobliner. And man, I'm brain dead, man. I literally got done training, had Ruckus, the new flavor we gave out on Cyber Monday, the Star Candy, right? And the Fruity Chew, whatever the hell we called it, Starburst. Anyway, I have Clash in here, dude. Like, I'm dead. Like, I am mentally fried. I definitely overtrained. Deadlifts, I don't know about you guys. You could comment or make a little question, comment, whatever you do on these things. Deadlifts kill me more than any other workout. It tastes like Starburst Altered Reality. I mean, deadlifts absolutely destroy me. Squats don't do it. Overhead press, bench, none of that does it. But deadlifts, I literally, if I do them for like 6 hours or even more afterwards, I feel like I just climbed friggin' Mount Everest. You know what I mean? So it's just absolutely insane, but I feel great. Never looked better, never felt better. And my family, you guys know, Jason Corey, Kara's husband, is actually going to be posting some stuff on my social media next week. But, he's actually going to be we're still going to have 3 videos go up next week. We have another video going up, tomorrow. So Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday are going to be our video upload days. We're cutting it down to 3 times a week because I'm just having trouble with my schedule. And honestly, I'm getting tired of just doing videos. I'd rather do these lives. Even if not as many people watch it, I'd rather answer your questions. And I'd rather interact. Since I don't travel as much, it's my way of talking to people. And I really like having that live interaction and being able to answer things on the fly. And that's why I really do my best to answer all the Instagram story questions I can every single day. But next week, I will be out of town all week, Saturday through Saturday. I'm going out of country. I'm going to be on a cruise with my family. There will be no cell phone communication. I could buy the extra plan, but I promised my wife and my kids, and I want to do it myself. I will dedicate all my time and attention to them, and that's what I'm going to do. But overall, things have been great. Training's great. I have a small operation. I have another issue above my abdominal mesh, where I have a slight abdominal tear. I'm getting fixed in office. It's not going to be a hospital procedure, but I'm not even going to be put under. It's just going to be local anesthetic, and it'll put me under, for about 4 weeks from training heavy. Not a big deal. But I'm going to be going in on December 13th for that. And if you look at my Instagram, if you don't follow me on Instagram, do it. It's at Marc Lobliner. You'll notice that I just perfected a pancake under outright. We have a lot of new SKUs coming out, including something absolutely amazing. We have 2 new bar flavors within the next 8 weeks of the outright bar. So that's the update with me, and I want to know what's going on with you guys. I want to know how you guys are doing. I want to know how all your stuff is. I want to answer as many of your questions as possible, and let's start now. Enough about me. If you want to know more about me, ask that in your questions. But for now, let's get to your questions, okay? What's up, Altered Reality? All right, what are the benefits of the ingredients MTS Fat Burner? Well, the thing is, you got things like Coleus Forcicoli, which have benefits among your hormonal levels, including your male hormones if you're a male, and your thyroid overall. And it also helps increase your metabolic rate. It also has antioxidants in it, which are not only healthy, but also help to increase your metabolic rate, as been demonstrated in multiple studies utilizing blueberries, strawberries, and other things. But we concentrated for those antioxidants to do that. It also provides great energy with teacrine alongside caffeine. Deadlifts kill me and make my body feel like jello. Man, I feel like last week my brother and I went up to 555 or 560. Man, the next day we were both like feeling like shit, and that's when I realized that I'm not fun. I turned 38 last Thursday on Thanksgiving. I turned 38 years old, and I definitely, recovery's not what it was in my 20s. My brother's 44, so you go do the math. Deadlift for 6 hours. No, I said I feel fucking fatigued for 6 or more hours after deadlifting. I'm the same way Marc on Dead's fatigued for a while. Thank you, Rob. I'm glad I'm not just a fucking pussy. Jefferson squats, I've never been a fan, but there's nothing wrong with them. I don't see anything wrong. I don't want to work them into my program because I don't think they're awesome. But if you like doing them, fucking Jefferson squat, man. Do a Hamilton squat. Do an Obama squat. Get all the president squats in there. Deadlifts are my favorite workout, but definitely fries my whole system. I do sleep like a baby each night after doing them. Bro, I told Katie I was going to go light. I ended up working up to 5 plates, did a couple sets of that, worked down to 3 plates, did 3 sets of that, and I'm fucked. And then I did straight leg and a little bit of leg curls on the ball. Will DMA make a comeback with HTP win the case? I don't know if Jared's going to win that case. I believe the FDA kind of strong-armed them into getting rid of pro hormones. I hope Jared wins. I like Jared. Have a ton of respect for Jared. And I consider him a friend. So I am rooting for Jared. However, the FDA is the government. And it's hard to fight against the government. What do you think about Larry Wheels? I think he's an impressive young man. That's for fucking sure. I don't think he really nailed it on his bodybuilding. I think his physique was lacking some things. But I think if he got lean enough, it wouldn't really matter that his legs, even though he squats 900 plus pounds. I mean, he's the strongest fucking man I've ever seen at that body fat especially. But fuck, man. I mean, his legs are disproportionate. He's got like a little bit of Johnny Jackson syndrome. But the one way he can, kind of offset that is by getting lean enough. And I thought he was watery. And I just saw pictures. I didn't see him in person. And this is just my opinion as as a retired pro bodybuilder and, as a fan of the sport and as a guy who's judged over 100 bodybuilding shows. He was out of shape as fuck, man. He was about 30% off in my opinion. And I think he did himself an injustice by not getting lean enough because he's one impressive fucking dude. Yeah, he can be a lot better. So what I'm saying is what you saw at Nationals is not near what I think he can show on stage. While he does have some glaring weaknesses like his legs, man, I mean, that guy's a fucking beast. And I wouldn't put it past him to go pro in bodybuilding and become the strongest man of all time. That's how fucking astoundingly gifted I think this man is. I'm looking to increase my max bench press. I wrestle and can't gain weight. Currently do 3x5 along with assist exercise. What could I do differently to break my plateau? Here's the thing. It might not be a plateau. It might just be where you're at. If I increased linearly by now, I'm 38 years old, I'd be benching 8,942 pounds. Unfortunately, I don't do that because your body, when you hit a certain level, you're not going to keep increasing. You know what I mean? You're not Larry Wheels. So at the end of the day, you might just need to give it more time. Okay? But again, try pushing it. If you're doing fucking 365 for 2 reps, try to get 375 for 1 rep. You know what I mean? Like, just keep trying to push that envelope, all right? Any Christmas themed flavors for Machine Way coming out soon? No, not this year. And Snickerdoodle we had, it got too many returns. Why or how do you have abdominal mesh? Well, I had diastases. My diastases started separating, which is the middle part of your abdomen, which caused a tear, which caused hernias to come through. So I didn't have hernias. Hernias were actually a side effect of having the diastases. So a great doctor, Dr. White in St. Charles, Illinois, put it back together with mesh, Gore-Tex mesh, and 40 titanium screws. And what happened is after I got the mesh and screws put in, it goes organ, mesh, muscle. Basically, the muscle tore above the mesh. And there's nothing I could have done about it. I think it tore I don't even think I tore it during lifting. I think it mainly got irritated during boxing, all the lateral movements and the twisting. And a lot of people get abdominal mesh like this. They don't do shit that I do. So essentially, I tore my muscle. And that's why I had a lump in my abs for my boxing match. Greetings from Germany. Can you answer some questions for me? I've known about you pretty much ever since I've Well, I can if you would ask the questions. I just said, give me your questions, fucking ask them. But I appreciate you following me. But just ask the questions. I will pray for you, Mark, that your operation goes well. It's not a big deal, man. I'm just going to have a fucking injection in my area, and they're going to go ahead and put 2 or 3 stitches in my muscle, and then I just have to let it fucking come together, right? It's like super glue. Doesn't the body through deficits and surpluses? Well, I mean, your body does go through deficits and surpluses, but what really matters is where you are at the end of the day, at the end of the week. Phil Heath seems like a jerk. To the contrary, I disagree. I consider Phil Heath a friend, and honestly, every time I've hung out with him and spent time with him, he's one of the nicest guys I know. He's very cordial. He's extremely intelligent, and I think that a lot of people, you know, he's a very straightforward person. A lot of people think I'm a jerk. I'm not a jerk. At least I don't think I am. I just basically, tell it like it is or how I feel. And I'm very direct and I don't beat around the bush. So, so I really think that, Phil's misunderstood, and sometimes he says shit in public that is how he feels, but he doesn't sugarcoat it. Like when he said Arnold was a shitty bodybuilder and had small legs. I think there could have been better ways to address that, but I've said shit like that before. That's gotten me in trouble, so I empathize with Phil. But I will say, for the record, Phil is not a jerk, and I consider him a friend. Hey, Mark, does all your protein powders contain dairy? Yes, except for one, Ambrosia planta. It is a vegan protein coming from brown rice and pea protein. It's amazing. Also has some amino acids in it that are not counted toward the protein, but are just in there. We have the Sun BCAAs. So Ambrosia planta is the most delicious vegan protein ever created. But if you're lactose intolerant, I do make something, but it does have dairy, called Machine All Natural Grass-Fed Isolate. It is the most pure, amazing isolate on the market. It's available at Tiger Fitness. What is your opinion on baking soda being used to increase endurance? It can, however, I think by the time you get to the dosing you need, you'll have more gastrointestinal distress than it's worth. Can your Big Five be used to increase the powerlifting lifts? Abso-fucking-lutely. Will I ever come to Alabama? I have no reason to, and actually I'm cutting down my travel 100% for 2019 to focus on internal growth, internet growth, and also product development with the Outright Foods brand. Again, I just finalized a pancake today, and I have at least 20 new SKUs in mind for that brand. Hey, Mark, I know in the past you've worked at charity events before. However, I was wondering if there's anything in this upcoming year that I can help you out with. There's nothing that I have planned. Right now, I'd hate to say this, but I have to focus on selfish things. So right now, I am donating my time. I'm the head strength coach over at a local soccer academy called Campton United. I'm heading up their strength and conditioning in the off-season program. So from December through March, I will be every single day, including Saturday and Sunday, training teams from 2001 up until 2006. All of them, male and female. I will be training them for strength and speed work. So that's going to take up a lot of my time, and I can't travel while doing that. And also, I'm working on building these brands and developing Outright Foods, and also, just working and keeping things going. So the bottom line is, if there is some charity event, I will let you guys know about it. Do any joint support actually work? Yes. I have Machine Motion, which is fantastic. It has Acumen turmeric in it. It also has other things like Citrus quadrangularis and a lot of other beneficial ingredients, and Q-actin, which actually been shown in data actually work compared to glucosamine and chondroitin. Then also fish oil works really well. So those are things you should definitely look at. You should see the way I Trump squat. Oh, man. No Trump comments here. Any advice for a college student who's trying to follow the drop factor diet on a budget? Yes. Buy food that doesn't cost too much. That's your job to learn that, and it's a life lesson. It's called creative learning. Honestly, it's not hard. I bought chicken at Meijer for $1.89 a pound yesterday. I mean, come on, man. Mommy and daddy can't always get the groceries for you, son. Thank you for the fast response. They're the best in the game. My pleasure, Josh, and hopefully they took care of you already. Remember that email? Please address the ridiculously new no-cal, no-carb peanut butter. I already did, Arrogant Eyeball, and they did death threats, and a bunch of people called me a dirty Jew and kike because of it. They are the lowest piece of shit company on the market. Joe, who is the owner, I used to deal with him. We used to buy their brand. We dropped it, or it just didn't sell much, and we just stopped carrying it at Tiger Fitness when they first started, when it was Anabolic Designs. And the fact that he's promoting this and saying that there's zero carbs and zero fat, and I've actually had, if you look at my YouTube community section, you'll see that I had an article written by Robert Shanetsky, who's the best at what he does, with, I think, 30 citations. And they put up citations on their website, and I think one of it was fecal matter of rats is what the study was on, and that's their proof. Honestly, I used to have respect for this company and this guy, but after doing this, there's no respect because they have no studies back what they're doing. And they're saying they're doing a study now. So they're saying they got the claims and then did the study. You're supposed to have the study to back your claims before you make the claims. Honestly, in my almost 20 years in this industry, the no carb, no fat peanut butter is one of the biggest douchebag moves I've ever seen in my life. And somehow I'm being made out to be the bad guy just for asking for data. and somehow I'm a hater and I'm jealous of them. Look, I'll guarantee you this. My companies are worth probably 30 times more than their company. And another, so I have no reason to be jealous. I'm just looking out for people. And frankly, I'm baffled by the absurdity that people are believing that a cyclodextrin is blocking carbs and fat. Like it just makes me nauseous, and it really looks bad on the industry. And the reason I said it, I didn't have to say it. It wasn't affecting my sales. I said it because no one else fucking said it, and it had to be said. Great tips for round shoulders. You got to have balance. So basically when I'm seeing you're doing this, you're training too much chest and not enough back. Work on deadlifts, scapular retractions. Let me see if I can do this. Come down here, let it rest, boom, come up. Squeeze the scapula together. Do that for 3 sets of 10, 2 to 3 times a day. Start working that scapula, working that muscle. That's a good way to get back into it. I would show you more, but it's going to be hard and the comments will go away. Fitness industry, however, is recent. I relocated from Illinois to Florida. I've been a performing magician for the last 18, 20 years. Good shit. What's the biggest difference between MTS weight concentrate versus isolate? Just the fact that one's isolate and one's not. I've written articles on this. Even though I sell both and I make more money on the isolate because it's smaller and it has better margins, I still recommend going with MTS whey, the concentrate, unless you're lactose intolerant. I don't really see a reason, a benefit for the price to buy the isolate over the concentrate, and I sell both. So that's just my opinion. A lot of people disagree with me on that. I'm good with that. It's the best thing for sleep. I mean, you could probably buy a machine sleep aid. Just buy it from Tiger Fitness. We have half price shipping to Australia. It usually gets through, man. More rear delt work. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Just got banana cream and espresso. Both are amazing. Thank you. We're working on it. We have some flavors, man. Where do you get your hair cut? I go to Sport Clips, man. My local Sport Clips is great, man. They always get it on point. I'm getting it trimmed today for my cruise. Mark, I respect you so much. Love what you do. Your content is best. Always look forward to your lives on Instagram. Thank you, John. Really appreciate the support. Do you need to consume more water to flush your kidneys around a hyper? You should always consume enough water. And there's no such thing as flushing the kidneys. Just stay hydrated, okay? Stay hydrated. Will nectar spike your blood sugar if you're diabetic? There's no calories. Loving the Big 5 programs 4 weeks in and having awesome results. Fuck yeah, man. That's honestly, like, I've written so many programs. I think I'm done. I don't think there's any other weightlifting, weight training program I want to put my name behind now that I've done the Big 5. I think it's the final word in training. I'm dead serious. I have no reason to say that because it's free. It's not like I'm making you buy the program like other Insta Bros and Insta Hoes. I'm providing free information, and hopefully if you like it, you'll support tigerfitness.com and MTS Nutrition. If you do buy supplements as returning the favor for me putting out this information, you know. But I don't think I should be selling supplements if I'm not helping people with their diet and training for free. So I really think I've hit the nail on the head. I don't think I'm going to write another training article again or another training program. I think that's the fucking one. I think that's the one. MTS Red Velvet, the best I ever had. Ordered ice cream sandwich. So looking forward to your favorite flavor. I flavored all of them. So I mix them up, man. It's like a fucking brothel with a bunch of free hookers in there for me. 8THRU5. I'd rather not comment on other brands. Although I will shit all over the people claiming that their peanut butter has 0 carbon, 0 fat because they put some fucking cyclodextrin in there. So I'll shit on them because it just needs to be shit on. Honestly, I believed all the fake natties when I was younger, just my genetics, because my own genetics are good. What's your opinion on Jim Cordova? Jim wasn't that big. I mean, he weighed 160, 165 pounds at his peak. I saw Jim compete. I actually had a client. I was training George, why am I blanking on his name? But Harry Vlahos. Harry Vlahos. I was training him, and he won Worlds. Actually, no, he won Worlds before I trained him, but he ended up going to IFBB afterwards. Not sure if he was natural after that, but Harry looked great. But Cordova, in my opinion, had such good muscle bellies that he made 165, 170 look like fucking 290. I mean, the guy was fucking gorgeous. Like, even though he never really got conditioned like to Doug Miller's level or to, any other of the great natties level or Marshall Johnson's level, Jim Cordova had a beautiful waist. He knew how to pose. He had phenomenal fucking symmetry. Why do people in the EAA products say BCAA cause cancer? Don't they realize the product has the same cancer ingredients? The EAA tards, yeah, I've pretty much said enough about them. I've already got them all worked up, and I'm just here to the great spirit of Trump. I'm here to make BCAA great again. So if the body goes through deficits throughout the day, which means it burns stored energy, that could be possible to burn fat throughout the day and still build muscle. No. No, it all evens out. Your body likes homeostasis. So whether you eat 2,000 calories all at night or spread it out for 8 meals a day, your body will figure that the fuck out. Bottom line is, don't overthink it. Just hit your macros for the day. Don't worry about how many meals you eat it in. Don't worry about meal timing. Just make sure you hit your macros. Hi, I'm a naughty gnome and you've been gnomed. Wow, there's some weird fuckers on YouTube. I farted. That's great. Watch a few fitness YouTubers say cinnamon helps break down carbs. Cinnamon does not help break down carbs. Cinnamon does help with glucose disposal. It's not very strong at it. There's a great extract. I actually used it in a product from an old company I did. Sinulin PF. You extract it for the sinulin, for an actual extract of sinulin. But actual cinnamon in and of itself, if not extracted, is like saying I eat chocolates for its caffeine content. When deep into a bulk and hit a strength plateau, yet you're in a surplus still, how should you approach the strength plateau without bringing on fat gain from the surplus? Well, I mean, you should aim to gain 1 to 2 pounds a month. That's what it comes down to. Strength is secondary. So don't worry about the calories versus that. Worry about gaining 1 to 2 pounds a month and then work on improving your strength. I look at them as mutually exclusive to each other. Think about adding halotest and minoxidil to really level up my beard. I'm just going to leave it at that. Will glutamine actually increase GH levels enough to build muscle? No, I don't think GH will do much. I'm sorry, I don't think glutamine will do much. I do make a glutamine under MTS Nutrition. However, I still don't recommend people buy it unless they have an unlimited budget. Just because I'm not a big fan of glutamine supplementation. But if you do want a glutamine, I provide one that's 100% vegan from a fermented source. That's awesome. However, I don't use it myself. Receive both my Black Friday orders, enjoying Ruckus. That is fucking amazing. I made Jesus-shaped pancakes, but I burnt them. Am I going to hell? It's one of those eternal questions. Does your tiger on your intro have a name? No, but that reminds me, I should probably give him a name. What is your favorite vasodilator? Vasky. Well, anything bad happened, you take drop factor 3 times a day versus 2 times. Just take it 2 times. Follow the label. I'm struggling to stay hydrated. Simple solution. Drink more. That's all I got for you. Just tried the Clash and Noxygen Stack. Awesome pump. Need electrolytes. Oh, Deborah, I'm sorry. I didn't even think of electrolytes. Put sea salt on all your meals. Simple solution. Sea salt. Glutamine doesn't directly, but it does help you maintain a lot of ATP and test levels, energy. No, I disagree, Nick. I don't think glutamine does much of anything. It's the most abundant amino acid in the body. I see no reason to supplement with it. How can I best buy your stuff when I'm from Holland? Easy. Order it from tigerfitness.com. Tigerfitness.com, we slashed our international shipping by 50%. So you're going to be paying a very, very low price. It's going to be lower than if you bought it locally. So I recommend just ordering from Tiger Fitness. Mark, have you taken your inosine for the day? I think any brand that comes out with inosine is either stupid, dumb, or stupid, or just doesn't care about their consumer and their health. From San Bernardino, and I'm doing a charity event toy drive. I asked for a shout out. It's pronounced 8 through 5. Okay, 8 through 5 is doing a toy drive. 8 through 5, give your information. I'll read it on here, okay? Mark, you're one of only the few who keep it real and honest in the industry. I try my best. Again, that's why I surround myself with awesome people like my partner Chad, like Mike Rashid. Good people. Got Blue Raz Lemonade Machine Fill for Black Friday. It's the best taste of BCA I've ever had. Awesome. Also helps store protein almost like BCA for later when you're... No, I disagree, Nick. I don't think glutamine does that. I don't know what data you're reading, but it doesn't exist. How do you feel about Bang energy drinks? I don't give a fuck if they're healthy. They're delicious. It's caffeine. It's caffeine. I drink them. Honestly, my favorite right now is C4. They're energy drinks. And my tied for first favorite is the Murica Energy. And what was that other one? Oh, yeah, 3D Energy, Guzman's. I really like Guzman's. Whatever, all the colors are good because there's no flavors, just colors. Your opinion on daily intake of caffeine, how many milligrams of caffeine? It's grams. I consume between 1 and 2 grams of caffeine a day. I don't see a need to cycle off of it. You just won't feel it as much. I still get caffeine. Shit, I have Clash in my post-workout because my deadlifts killed me. So at the end of the day, it depends on your personal tolerance for caffeine. Me, I could drink it like a fish. For a lot of people, 500 milligrams is about the top. Do you still talk to Ryan DeLuca? I haven't spoken to Ryan DeLuca in probably Probably 7 years. I usually don't belch, so that was necessary. Greetings from Dayton, Ohio. Right by HQ, man. Go catch a workout at our gym. It's only 45 minutes away. Tiger Fitness Gym in Loveland. Is CLA something that can have positive effects for type 2 diabetes? I think CLA is a waste of money. I wouldn't worry about it. I'd worry about cleaning up your diet and exercising. I was thinking about purchasing Chosen One by Blackstone Labs, the research to back up their claims. I would ask Blackstone Labs about that. I don't claim to be an expert on their supplements, but I'll answer anything about MTS. Would you say anyone that has 20 plus inch lean arms is not natural? No. Research shows that natural lifts can only expand muscles so far. Well, research also shows that LeBron James is fucking awesome, and he's better than anybody else who plays basketball. So that means LeBron James can't be natural? There are outliers. Doug Miller, for example, I believe 100% he's natural. His arms I've clawed. We measured that in an event at like 20 and 3/4 inches. I think that's bullshit. I fucking hate placing limitations on humans. You know what research also showed before? That humans can't run a 4-minute mile. Guess what? Now that someone's ran it, we've had multiple people, dozens of people run the 4-minute mile. Stop looking. What research is there? What data has shown? I want to see one study that says natural lifters cannot, like, how do you even set that genetic limitation on humanity? Crazy. Outright cranberry bar from MTS. Awesome. Let us know how she likes it. How much fat per pound of body weight for optimal hormone? I like 0.5 grams per pound of body weight of fat in your diet. If you consider making other flavors of machine greens, no, there's no need. It's a greens product. The fact that it doesn't taste like complete ass is enough for me. One flavor is enough and it sells crazy and it's not a flavor-driven SKU. Any secret new products on deck? At least 10 of them. I heard L-carnitine can keep test levels up. Actually, what L-carnitine does, it helps free bound testosterone. It doesn't actually increase total testosterone, but I do like taking it because free testosterone is what matters. By the way, I bought the bars for Christmas. Will they stay good until then? Just give her the fucking bars, man. They will stay good until then, but they're best within 60 days. So just feed her the fucking bars. America Energy is good. I agree. I read a Villanova case study on glutamine. A case study from Villanova. There's a lot of studies out there. Keep reading. Can I take Insurgent and Barracuda at the same time? That's its intention. They're meant to be stacked. What do you say to those who say energy drinks or pre-workouts will kill you and cause damage to your heart? I will say, show me the data. White chocolate cranberry outright bar is the best tasting bar ever. We got more on deck, man. Thoughts on calorie cycling when lean bulking? I like to have one huge cheat meal a week. Because of that, I'm on slight deficit the other days. As long as at the end of the week you're in a deficit, you're going to lose fat. Is it okay for muscle growth? I don't think it's optimal, but again, it'll work. What salt is better when dieting? I just don't like sodium table salt. I don't like it. Why? Just because I think there's better options. I like to get the other minerals. I like sea salt, Himalayan salt, any salt that's in its natural crystal form. It's called Starting 5 Barbershop in San Bernardino. It's on December 15th from 12 to 3. We're taking toy donations if possible. Thank you. My name is George. Everybody, Starting 5 Barbershop in San Bernardino on December 15th from 12 to 3. Go there and get some toys and all that stuff and tell George you said, what's up? Doug Miller's arms are in sands. He puts in the work to get there. Look, as someone who's a very close friend with Doug and who's trained with Doug, who's traveled with Doug, who's basically lived with Doug for months on end in the past 5 years, I will say that there's nothing in my mind that I would be more surprised than anybody if Doug came out and said he's ever done any steroids or anything. I just think Doug's a genetic outlier with an outlying work ethic that no one else has had, combined with those genetics. Do you like when people ask you about other companies' products? Obviously, you want them to buy yours. I usually don't comment because I'm biased. You know, that's like asking the CEO of Ford what he thinks about the fucking trees. I need to lower my cholesterol. You know what? Diet, exercise, and try ambrosia nectar. Bet I can bench more than you. Okay, that's great. I bet I have higher self-esteem than you and don't have to compare myself to another man. Just walk into my big-ass house, my beautiful family, and smile, knowing that you can bench more than me, but I'm winning at life. Are you familiar with cartering? I don't believe I'm the man to answer that. Thank you for answering me about the carnitine and clearing that up. My pleasure. Any more sales before Christmas? We're going to have a lot of new product launches. Thoughts on Ostarine? No. I don't like research chemicals because we don't know the quality. My missus love your products and I have no choice in the matter. That's awesome. Do you play Fortnite? No, I have a job and shit to do. My kids do, and they're under 12. So, no, I don't. Do your kids play Fortnite? Yes, they do. Mark, favorite exercise for calves and forearms? Forearms, farmer's walks, calves, calf raises. Thoughts on Olympus? Guys, I own MTS. My thoughts are every other brand sucks compared to mine. If you want to know about other brands, ask them or ask other people, not the owner of a competing company. Necessary to cycle creatine? Absolutely not. I'm natty. I can't get over 200 pounds lean bulky. I'm stuck at 194 and 5'10", about to start a cut, been bulky. You just got to eat more. Simple, just fucking eat more. You get to fucking 300 pounds if you eat enough. Why are you so cringe? I don't know. Why are you such a lowlife who goes and says shit on YouTube as a fucking anonymous profile? Why are you watching me if I'm so cringe? I don't know. There's over 100 people who think I'm worth watching at this moment. If Barracuda and a surgeon bring you normal test level, what blood exams can I ask my doctor to administer? No, Barracuda, I never said that. What Barracuda and a surgeon do is they increase your testosterone per studies by 20 to 40%. Total and free. Total test is up to 40% DAA, 20% in insurgent. Combine them, I'd expect a little bit higher, and then 20% free test increase with insurgent. So my thing is, if you're below normal so much, it won't bring, like if you're at 100, it's not going to bring you to normal, it's going to bring you to 140. So it's going to raise your test. Whether it brings you to normal levels depends on where you're at to start. Your doctor should test your LSH, your free test, your FSH, and your estrogen. My father is a bodybuilder. He's 58 and his arms are bigger than mine. Mine are almost 18 inches. So I'm sure everybody's happy to hear that. I lost 10 pounds in the doctor and I have 240 cholesterol. Keep losing weight. Keep losing weight. Thoughts on fasting? I like it for fasting. I don't think intermittent fasting, the 16-8, does much of anything unless you just like not eating breakfast. Mark is awesome. If you don't like him, you must not like anyone. You're just a people hater. I agree with that. My deadlift is 340, but squat is 250. Well, my deadlift is over 600. My squat, I only go up to 365. Some people are just stronger in certain lifts. For every hater you have, we love you more. Why, thank you. Do you need rest days if you're not fatigued? I think you should, just from a mental break standpoint. Thoughts on grains of paradise? I like the data. I haven't used anything yet. How much protein do you consume per day? I usually try to get between 300 and 400 grams of protein a day. How often do you do these Q&A sessions? My first visit, I try to do it as often as possible. Do you use steroids? I'm on hormone replacement therapy by my doctor. So the answer is absolutely yes. I do use steroids, but it's prescribed. And it's based on bringing my levels up to an optimal level per my doctor. So the answer is feet guy, yes, I do use steroids. Thanks. For example, my maintenance 2,000 calories, I do like this, 1,700. Again, if you're, again, I don't think it's optimal, but I think you'll be fine. Whether you'll build lean mass and lose fat, that's very hard to do. So I would choose leaning out or building muscle. What is your current workout split? Brandon, I do the big 5. Essentially, as I wrote it, I might change things up a little bit. I might throw in an arm day here or there, but essentially I do my big 5 program. When is your next trip to South Florida? I have no trips planned next year. I'm working on internal stuff, building my brand and creating more products. Do you have products with super mushrooms like chaga? I have Peak Physicor, which has Peak O2 in there. Views on WFN scandal. Well, I think that, basically Richard Rodriguez was presenting himself as a fake doctor, as a real doctor who had passed away. So I think a lot of people involved in that thought they were getting real prescription stuff from a real doctor because he misrepresented himself as a doctor. So I think Richard victimized a lot of people, and it's sad. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's a scandal. I think he lied to people, and a lot of people got caught up with it, including people who promoted his stuff and thought they were actually promoting a real legit hormone replacement clinic when in fact he was just getting illegal drugs made in a compound pharmacy in Arizona. So it's sad, and I think it could have been handled better by him instead of going out trying to bring everybody down with him. But you know what? It's life, and it's like a year and a half old, and I don't think anybody really cares anymore, but it's a shame because from what I've heard, and again, when I actually did a video about it, people were buying a lot of shit from like black market and following Rich Piana's. What was it? What was Rich Piana's like gaining every day, whatever his program was called. And I'm like, dude, people were literally emailing me that they were getting like bad gear, getting cellulitis, which is fucking injection, site infection, and fucking bad shit. So I'm like, dude, this is a good story. Dude, if you need testosterone, if you need to go on a cycle, contact this doctor first. I thought for sure he was a doctor. And you know what? Yeah, bigger by the day. That's it. You know what? You fool me once, that's great. And, I'll never be fooled again. But yeah, definitely. I thought for sure, like he even, when I was at the Iron Addicts gym opening out in Florida, and everybody was there. Bradley Martin was there. Jason Genova was there. I met Jason Genova, and we went to the gym opening, and Richard even had his FDA attorney, or he called his FDA attorney, come up and explain to me how it's legal and how it's credible, how you could travel to every country with a prescription other than Australia and this and that. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. That sounds great. And then, as I got to looking at it more, I noticed that they sell Trenbolone, and that can't be a prescription. So, yeah, I mean, once I found out about that, I just didn't say a word. I just stopped saying anything about the fucking thing. And then, lo and behold, there's videos out about how I was a huge drug pin. But, everybody's like, oh, you're going to arrest, they're going to raid your house. I'm like, I encourage everybody to raid my fucking house. I don't care. I ain't got anything illegal here. They might find some weird sex toys, but, that's about it. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any illegal shit. Still close with Doug Miller. Yeah, I just spoke to Doug yesterday. How is Steve coming along? His business and location? Fantastic. We last met at Iron Addicts Gym. Well, there you go. There you go. If you can only do one exercise for the rest of your life, what would it be? Deadlifts. 42 and my cholesterol is 240, then a blood test again, 241. Keep losing weight. How to deal with weak people and complaining about work. Just don't worry about them. Just worry about yourself. You know what, guys? It's been 36 minutes, man. I got to get some work done. I'm leaving town on Friday. I really appreciate you guys joining me. We'll try to do these as much as possible. I'll try to get one in tomorrow, hopefully before I leave. But again, guys, follow me on Instagram. It's at Marc Lobliner. Be sure to do that. Share my channel, tell people all the shit that that I do. Oh, one more thing. Cholesterol medication. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't like statins. I think there's better ways to do it. And I think it comes down to diet and lifestyle and exercise. All right, guys. Summer internships for college students with Tiger Fitness. You'd have to be in Loveland, Ohio, and work at our location in Loveland, Ohio. And if you're interested in that, you can email me, Marc, M-A-R-C, at mtsnutrition.com. But remember, we don't do remote internships. You'd have to be working in our warehouse in Loveland, Ohio. And that's pretty much that. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, like, subscribe, all that shit. Peace out.